Hello, I'm Kristen Lee. It is almost midnight on January 30th, so I'm gonna do my January wrap up and get it filmed, edit it, and get it ready for Thursday. I think you guys are gonna see it on the 2nd, Groundhog's Day. I always forget. Is it when he sees the shadow? We have more winter. I don't know. We'll find out this week. So I can't believe that I blinked and January is basically gone. Like even today, like I woke up at 7:30 this morning. Everybody was still kind of resting because this was the weekend that my dad and stepmom worked, so we were all just tired, and I went back to sleep, and I slept until 11 o'clock in the morning. I was like, oh. So my day just flew. Where should I start? Probably my health stuff. I'm doing all right. I did move more this month. I'm at bare minimum, but you know, you got to start somewhere. And like I've been saying, I've been trying to close my rings on my watch, but it's always the standing one or the exercise one. I can close the exercise one. I just miss by this much on the standing one. Or if I do the standing one and the movement one, the exercise ring is only at like half. And I'm like, there's just no winning. But it's making me move more, so that's good. I tracked all of my food for the month. I think I missed a few days during like peak period because I have days where I get really nauseous and I don't feel too hot. And then there are days that I'm just ravenous and eat everything, and so whatever. I did go to the hernia doctor, and that appointment could have been an email because he just had to see me to have it marked that I had seen a specialist and I am being seen for my hernia and what the progress of it will be down the road, kind of thing. So because I was at peak period, I put on all the weight that I lost during the month. I was so mad at the scale. I was like, you're a liar. You lied to the doctor. So I'll be working on that more, but tracking has been making me more accountable to what I'm cooking and making me want to cook more. I just received my second Blue Apron box. Last week was a hit. That video will be coming up probably around Valentine's Day because I want to do one more box because I only get 2 meals a week with them. But last week was quinoa enchiladas, and that was a hit, and it had chorizo in it. And then what was the other one? It was like a peanut butter curry, and that was really good too. So that was that. And then my journey with these things, I like these ones better, the panty liners, because it has the 2 tabs on it to make it go tighter or whatever, depending on the thickness of your underwear. And I felt like it didn't shift. This one slides, and it when it gets full, it kind of feels like a diaper. But I did like the fact that I chickened out. I didn't just go with this. I put one of my Stay Free pads at the mid mark kind of thing. So I had coverage long wise, and it did the trick. And I didn't go through too many. So overall, I would like to buy probably maybe the longer version of these, maybe, because it has the 2 thing, and then I should be set for the entire week. So I did that. I took my heart healthy class, and found out that I basically eat towards what they prefer people with cardiac conditions to eat, or I prefer that food over the other food. Like this came from like baked goods and stuff like that. Not so much like sodium and fast food, because I don't really like fast food. So I did that. I missed my weight coach appointment because we had some family stuff going on. Poor little bro had to get 2 shots with 4 vaccines, and so that he could get registered for school. So yeah, that wasn't a good time. I felt so bad. Trying to think of what else we did. Oh, here I have a like tiny bit of footage. We have a popcorn maker.
Oh no, Pikachu!
And we have, what's the other one? There's something else. Oh, I can't say it because I know that Dolly watches my videos or hears my videos with Deb. So I made this soup. I made the spoof of Olive Garden soup. It was a hit. I've made it 3 times this month, and it was a hit. And yeah, it's really yummy. I didn't know that they made the little dumplings that you could get at the deli. And then there was something else that I did. Hold on, let me check my videos. I think I lost my angle. Anyway, it was the soup. And then this is what my bedding looks like, my new bedding that I got. And this is what I read. I read 16 books this month. I don't know who I think I am. And they were all really good books. My only gripe was, what was it? Snowbound by Blake Crouch. I had an issue with it. This wife gets abducted, right? Beginning of the book. It's on the back of the book or whatever if you look it up. She gets abducted, and the sheriff thinks it's this lawyer because her husband is a lawyer, and they have a daughter that has some kind of lung disease that has to have treatment and things like that, right? So the sheriff decides that it's the husband, so he wants to pin it on the husband. So the husband's like, oh no, you can't get me. You're not taking me away from my kid. So he's on the run with this kid that has a lung disease and goes missing for like 10 years or something like that, and then gets found by this lady. I'm not going to explain who she is in case it's your kind of book. And she's like, I know who you are, and I think I know, who took your wife. Would you want to meet him, kind of thing, and, find out where your wife is. So they find this friggin' killer And anyway, they end up in the Alaskan wilderness. And I'm like, okay, so you have a lawyer, this crazy lady, and this teenager now that has lung disease in the Alaskan wilderness in the winter. It really bothered me. Like, I gave it 3 stars on Goodreads, and I was so angry the next day I went back and I took a star away. The only person it's affecting is me, but you know. So I did that. My favorites of the month was the Finlay Donovan series. Super, super good. And One of Us is Dead was really good. It was like, well, Finlay Donovan she's an author who is down on her luck, and she's went through divorce, and the ex-husband is trying to take his children from her, and she's just back bills, all this other stuff. So she's meeting with her agent in a Panera, and she's talking about a suspense novel that she's writing. Well, some lady hears her and thinks that the author, is a hit lady, is a hitman, and slides her information on a hit because the lady wants her to kill her husband. And it's just, oh my god, it was so funny. It was just, I loved Finlay, and I loved her nanny / best friend, Pharaoh. Oh my god. They were great. And then, what else? One of Us is Dead was really good. And it was kind of like the Beverly Hills Housewives murder mystery, like Clue. Like, you're trying to figure out who killed who and how. It was really good. And it was funny at parts, and then it was sad at parts. And then I love the Dorinda Jones, Charley Davidson series. Oh my gosh, I love her. I love Charley so much, and Cookie. Charley's the Grim Reaper, but she's kind of like Buffy the Vampire Slayer when Buffy the Vampire Slayer was like perky and kind of kooky and quirky, but not when, later on in the series when she gets all, sorry, all serious and everything. So I really like that series. There was another book. Bear Down was good. Yeah, I was happy with all my books. Didn't really watch a lot of TV shows. I know that for February I want to watch all of the Oscar movies, or at least try. I try every year and then I get bored. I really want Brendan Fraser to win. Like, don't care about anybody else. I love Colin Farrell, and if he wins, I'll be happy too, but I want Brendan to get his Oscar. But yeah, I don't remember watching any movies, but I did get into the Mayfair Witches and whatchamajigger, The Last of Us. First of all, Mayfair Witches, I'm gonna wait it out and see how the season ends before I review it. But right now, there's certain characters that I don't see with who they picked. But when I read it, the people that I had envisioned, they're older now, so they can't play the parts. Not that they would, but I'm kind of bummed at the moment right now because Interview with the Vampire was so good, and now Mayfair Witches is just like, it's slow. They don't meet my book brain, like what I thought they should look like, and they're taking the entire series and giving you parts of the story that don't flow together. So I'm trying to figure out how they're going to make it mesh into the plot. I love how they did the Telemasca though, which is the spiritual agency that's throughout the Vampire Chronicles and the Mayfair Witches. But anyway, so jury's still out on that one. But Last of Us, oh my god. I've never played the video game. I didn't know it was a video game. But the first 2 episodes, I was clenched watching it. It is so good. It is, because I think for me it's because it's believable and it's something that it could happen. I could totally see fungi zombies in our future. But yeah, but I just watched the 3rd one last night. Oh my god, I cried. It was so beautiful and so sad, but it was really good. So I really like that series. I want to say there was another series I started, but I can't remember. I don't know. But yeah, so that was January. February, we're gonna do, I'm probably gonna start doing a lot of my travel videos that I have kind of on backlog kind of thing, because I'm starting to forget the stories behind what I took, like for footage. So I want to get those out. So the end of the month will be New Orleans, and then into March I'm gonna finish up the different places we went on the cruise. And yeah, that's it. I hope you guys had a great month. I hope that you're getting ready for February. I hope that the gloom and grayness that the winter brings isn't bringing you down too much. I know that when it rained for almost 3 weeks here, I was going nuts. So when people say, do you miss East Coast? I'm like, I don't miss the winter at all. But yeah. So this video probably went on longer than I wanted it to, so I'm going to stop it here now, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.